2.0. We are finally back. It's been forever. Thanks for
It's been 2
joining
minutes. Only 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Yeah,
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Yo, it's actually been a long time, to be honest. I mean,
Yeah.
for those who don't know, we celebrated Eid. It was fun.
Eid al-Fitr.
I'm sure you noticed we have different haircuts. Wom, wom, wom.
Yeah, just, if I do this every time, then I was like, these caps.
Look, the thing is, though, on all the episodes, there's literally a few moments where you do this. Or
Yeah,
you do that.
I know, yeah.
Or I adjust
Now,
my cap.
yeah. See, now, usually I do to the back because my hair is long and I just push to the back.
Yeah.
But now it's like I do forward because like there's no hair to push back at the moment. And I do forward and then I feel, these caps.
Talking about pushback, guess who's back?
Guess who's back?
My
with the
name is
brand new
Miki.
rap
Rap it
and
out there
all
for
the
us.
things and all things.
Bing,
Nah,
bing, bing. No, I'm
nah,
joking.
nah.
My name is Miki. Over there's my co-host. His name is...
That's Yaas. Hi, guys.
Welcome back, and thanks again for coming back. We appreciate you. Today we're going to be having a very interesting discussion. We're going to be reflecting. Yes. We're going to try and not laugh so much. We are going to reflect on the entirety of our season. As you know, this is part 1 of our season finale.
Yes.
So that's going to be a vibe. So, yeah, today's episode we're going to focus on breathing and also wrapping up half of the season.
It's funny that you say you're going to focus on breathing because I can scarce breathe.
I
in the
am
middle.
struggling to breathe because we have so much cameras on us right now.
Now, aside from that, it's the fact that like I was now sick
yeah.
this past like couple of days.
The plague.
I've been in remission, in recovery now for for the past 2-3 days, but it's like I still have this
yeah,
the scratch and the
even
the
me, I have that squeal, man. I have a turbocharger.
yeah. So it's very annoying and stuff because it's like
Yeah.
a big phlegm build up and all that. So it's
Yeah.
like breathing is a struggle, and yeah. So let's focus on breathing as a struggle. How about
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, let's start there with that. So, what's your understanding of the power of breathing?
Breathing is very important with everything. I mean, if
Okay.
you look at for the fact of like, we spoke once upon a time about like meditation and solitude and all of that stuff and so on. A big part of that is breathing and actually focusing on your breathing to relax and so
Mhm.
on.
Yeah.
So it actually brings me to something that we went through when my wife was pregnant.
Okay.
We went to this hypnotherapy,
Ooh.
right? So it's self-hypnosis that women do during like labor and so on, which
Yeah.
actually assists the whole process of
Okay.
giving birth. And just simple breathing techniques that
Yeah.
you can use, which allows your body to release certain chemicals in a certain state of mind that you get into. So like for example, like you get your what do they give you when you go into labor for the pain,
the epidural thing.
that whole thing, right? So if you do master certain techniques of breathing, you won't need that for the pain because you can actually allow your body to release the chemicals stronger than the epidural itself.
Okay.
So you can actually use that to mitigate that pain and all of that.
Okay.
Better than medication can.
But I mean, that does make sense because, I mean, back in the 1800s, bro,
There
there
was
wasn't
nothing, bruv.
medication.
Yeah.
There was a time where barbers were dentists. And I know that's a random, but like you know what was a painkiller?
My tooth is paining also.
Yes, but like, I have a bit of a ton of pain. And then the
Yeah.
barber would literally cap you bro, with a brick or something, knock you out for pain. Because if you pass out, you can't feel pain, really.
Wake up, Kakso.
Yeah,
But
but I mean, your pain almost not diverging.
Yeah.
So like, it's the same with pressure points, but that all speaks to breathing, like you said. I heard about that self-hypnosis thing, but Yusra didn't want to do that. She was like, nah, let's just focus on taking the drugs. Drugs.
drugs, drugs. A lot of the time, drugs win.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's face facts. Drugs win, bruh.
They
Look at
do.
the state of the country. Look at.
I mean, look, that's how the pharmaceutical companies make their money ultimately. So I think that breathing speaks to how we control ourselves and what we secrete from our pituitary gland as well.
Yeah.
Again, we're not doctors, but referring back
Facts.
to previous
It's just facts.
episodes.
It's just facts.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think when I think of breathing,
Mm.
I think of when I'm angry, right? That's the first place I go when I think of breathing. Like, my first response to anger is to actually control my breathing.
Yeah.
Because when you're angry, you have this rush of adrenaline and you want to do something stupid. So when you breathe, you automatically regulate your heartbeat. It's the same with swimming. I was watching this video of Goggins. Who's gonna carry the boat?
Yeah.
That's you.
You gotta breathe when you carry the boats, bruv.
Who's gonna carry the logs and the boats? Stay hard. So Goggins says that it's important to breathe because breathing allows you to calm your mind, but it also changes the way your heartbeat works. So if you breathe a certain way, you can literally change the way your heart beats, how your blood flows. And if you impact your heartbeat, you impact the blood flow and your blood pressure. So look at these scuba divers, these trained deep divers, bro.
Yeah.
They all do breathing exercises. Same with singing, they do breathing exercises. Why? Because
Any athlete, though.
exactly.
Any athlete, right? Any sport that you get into, it's a matter of breathing and fitness.
Yes.
For the mouth, for example, right? Look at a professional fighter, MMA fighter, right?
Yeah.
If you put the fighters have the same skill level, everything like that, but one is fitter than the other.
Yeah.
The fitter one's gonna win. Why?
Obviously.
Because the one who's less fit is gonna get gassed sooner.
Yes.
And if he gets gassed sooner, the other one still has the upper hand because he's still controlling his breathing,
True.
because he's not getting tired, so he's able to control his breathing better. So he's stay concentrated on the fight and and not do stupid things.
Interesting.
You know what I mean? So
It's wild now. Like there's so much bing happening here in my turf right now. It's like, so I like anime, right? Yeah, weebs, we out here. It's Comicon vibes.
yeah, right now
It's
it's
as we're
Comicon.
filming this, it's Comicon. So
Yeah.
that's fun. Shout out to the people at Comicon. But I
Shout out to
think
the cosplay, all the
Yeah,
things. I don't know.
boy.
I'd like to see that though.
it's fun. It's fun.
I've never like. I always took an interest in like, yo, it's so cool. Like you can go dressed up as like what? Doesn't yeah.
You know what I mean?
And people don't judge you.
Exactly. That's the cool thing about anime, right? So it brings people together. But when we're talking about anime, what I'm thinking of is Demon Slayer, right? Kimetsu no Yaiba for the real anime fans that don't watch things in tab. I'm looking at you. You know you are.
That's the one with the girl in the bag, in the
Yes,
the
sir.
basket.
Nezuko in the basket.
Yeah.
Nezuko Chan.
Yeah, it's always yeah.
Yeah, man. So anyway, so the style of fighting in Demon Slayer is called breathing, right? So water breathing, fire breathing, beast breathing. So I watched this documentary about the creator of Demon Slayer, and he says that what you see on the screen isn't actually happening. The breathing style, like if you say water breathing, then you'll see Tanjiro will do water breathing before he does like sun breathing. Then you will literally, it'll show waters, like water movements on the screen. That's not actually happening. The style of the breathing impacts how they move. And the style of their fighting impacts, well, it's based off the impact of their breathing.
Yeah.
So different breathing styles, it all derives from one breathing style called sun breathing, right? That's the first breathing style. So for those who didn't watch, I didn't give you a spoiler warning. I'm sorry. Stop right now. Or skip to the next chapter on the list. Sorry. Anyway, breathing.
Take a breath.
The cool thing about it is that if you actually sit and think about it, the dynamics of this anime, whenever Tanjiro's getting like whopped, me bro, like they whipping those bro. The first thing is like, I can't breathe. I need to get your breathing under control. And for the entirety of the first half of season 1, they train him to breathe and they condition him, right? And once he masters the breathing, he automatically unlocks another breathing style or another fighting style, which is sun breathing. Hinokami Kagura. So that makes me think about how important breathing is, because if you think about it, if you master your breathing, number one, it impacts your fitness, it impacts your tolerance, and it impacts your condition of how to survive in certain spaces. Because what I notice is even with these MMA fighters, you will see most of them will train in high, dense training areas. So they won't train, for instance, they'll either go train like in Antarctica or in Russia, like Rocky. Remember, if anyone watched Rocky, remember like Rocky was training in the desert. So the conditioning is why, because the breathing and the atmosphere is different there. So if you can master that thin air breathing, the standard dense
because you're getting less oxygen in through your breath, so you need to be able to breathe heavier in order to get the same amount of oxygen. Like for example, it's the same like here and Joburg.
Yes.
There is a lot more what's name in
Shout out
Joburg,
to
so
Josie.
you don't get as much oxygen when you're actually taking a normal breath.
It's just me, but whenever I go to Joburg, I permanently get nosebleeds and stuffiness. Like my nose
Yeah,
is
it's
all
altitude. It's higher up, bruv.
plateau.
Yeah, it's higher up, bruv.
So you would say that Josie are hill areas. Slow clap.
Call that, bruh. Just call that.
Yeah, look, I think that it's important to look at breathing. But I'm sure if for those of you who have been watching and coming back, you would have noticed that there's been many references to previous episodes, right? So
Yeah.
that joke about your areas was from the dad jokes episode,
Yeah.
which was episode 8. So yeah. Tell me more about breathing and this experience about breathing of yours. Like, can you relate it to anything else? Like,
So,
how does it impact your daily life, or you know?
so breathing.
Yeah.
There's actually I saw this on. There's a dude who's been circulating all over the interwebs. He's like not a doctor per se, but he does a lot of research on like health, basically.
Okay.
Right? And there's actually a method of breathing that can immediately lower your stress level and everything, and your anxiety and everything like that. So it's basically like if you inhale through your nose, right?
Yeah.
And then right when you reach that point of like, okay, I can't inhale anymore, then you take a short, fast breath in,
Okay.
right? On top of that inhale
Yes.
that you just did now. It's like a normal slow inhale, and then you just at the end.
Yeah.
And that basically, so what basically happens is that first inhale, the normal one, fills up your lungs and everything like that.
Yes.
And then once you reach that final point, there's no more oxygen basically coming into your what do you call it, like your alveoli and your where
Bronchioles and
your
things.
bronchioles
the
and all of those
eels are-
little bushy ends basically that lead to the lungs.
all the
That's now
eels.
emptied already. Now that short fast inhale
Yeah.
at the end,
Yes.
that actually reinflates those.
Oh wow.
So you get a lot more oxygen absorption, and you release
That
a lot more
makes
carbon
sense.
dioxide as well.
Yeah.
And because of that, you're able to, I mean, there's studies done on it, where you actually see how it dramatically decreases your stress and anxiety level, like immediately.
Okay.
Which is very similar to the whole dunking your head in ice water type
that
of thing.
thing. Yo, that's
You know what I mean? It's
an
very,
ice bath, bro.
yeah. I mean, not the entire ice bath, but if you do, you just dunk your head in a bowl of like iced water
It
for
resets
like
you, yeah.
15 seconds.
Factory reset, bruh.
Immediately just brings down your stress and anxiety and
If
so
you
on.
ever want to reboot yourself for a factory reset, dial 000 ICE-BLOCK into the basin.
Ice me.
Ice me.
You know,
And I will be on
iceme.com.
the screen. I will be on the screen here.
Iceme.com.
Yo, true ice.
So yeah, there's that, and then just like another like very simple
Yeah.
breathing technique is just in for 4 seconds, out for 8 seconds.
Yeah, that I know about that. So with singing, right? So for those who don't know, I sing as well. One of the the breathing exercises we did when I was still going for vocal classes was it was called the rapid breathe test, right? So you do the breathing through your nose and then you go
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
just
yeah.
release slowly, like then it's like a puncture, man.
Ah.
And then you have to push out until you can't anymore, right? It resets your diaphragm, but it also allows you to gain enough oxygen to sustain a note without going flat. So if you like do a note for a long period of time, most of the time because you're losing breath and you can't control it, the note will then stray away from the actual tone it's
I
supposed
get
to
you.
be.
I get
So
you.
instead of going you'll go
Yeah. You'll veer on and off that note basically. Yeah. So that basically trains that little spurts of exhale.
Yes.
It basically trains your to hold a better pitch, so to say.
Exactly that.
Wow.
Big man
That's
thing,
crazy.
bruv. Big man thing.
It's a crazy girl.
Oh, that's crazy. Yo, bro. Check. I think we must get the soundboard sorted. I think with next season we're gonna definitely do a soundboard. That's the the intention is to have a soundboard.
If you want us to get a soundboard, give us money. We can get and we can get a soundboard, no problem.
Super chat us there.
Yeah.
I said super comment there. Just donations. We accept donations in.
I think I'm gonna leave my bank details on the link tree.
I think so too. Yeah. Go find me.
You know.
If you want to see some exclusive content, our locals page has that as well. You can subscribe to our locals page. There will be content on there, like behind the scenes of Gatvat and conversations that are not safe. for
Yeah,
YouTube.
offline.
Yeah.
Offline things. It's
But-
not offline per se, but I mean it's not
Yeah.
YouTube ready.
Yes, sir. Beep. Thanks for hooting while we're filming.
Now they told me I
Yes.
want to pick up.
Wat schofte mensen. But yeah, man. So I think like to look back at the last 9 episodes. I mean, when we decided to start this podcast, I didn't expect for us to actually have subscribers. So to all 25 plus of you that are subscribed, and for those who do view our videos, thank you so much. We appreciate it. I want to just say, like, it's mad because 8 episodes ago we were like, we can do this, and now we're like lamming here, and we have
And
all
we're
these
just doing it.
we have
It's
all
just
these
like
cameras, we have these mics, you know, we have all these extra gadgets. What is gadgets?
gadgets.
Gadgets?
Only gadgets.
Yeah, only gadgets.
Only got gadgets.
Only
No
got-
gadgets. Only
No,
gadgets.
all the gadgets.
Gadgets. Best price.
Very
I
much.
give you best price gadgets.
How far are you? Around the corner, sir. Around the corner, boss.
You want gadgets for your Crocs? I got gadgets for Crocs.
Indian accent. Yeah, but I think that. Look, it's truly amazing, man. Like, I didn't expect our podcast to actually be something we would be doing this religiously. A lot of work does go into it. So, like,
Yeah.
to give you an idea of the 8 episodes, we filmed those episodes over a space of 6 weeks, right? 6 to 7 weeks. And the editing of it alone, like, shout out to our producer / editor, Mr. Producer.
Yeah, the man behind the camera.
The man behind the cameras and the laptops and the mics. The editing itself, like, it's quite daunting. I know.
Yeah.
I've been trying to do that as well, and I struggle. So, I want you just to know that it's not that easy, but we're not doing it for us. We're doing this for you, for all 25 plus of you.
Yeah.
And looking back at the last 8 episodes, I think we've been extremely stupid and
I
fun
mean,
and real. I think that's the word I was
yeah,
looking for.
look,
So
we've
realism.
been learning, man. We've been learning.
Yeah.
As much as we think we know a lot, we know some things, but we've been
Dololo.
learning.
Dololo. Oh wow.
It's definitely been a learning experience.
Yeah.
Because it's just a matter of, like, especially for me as well. I've now had to start interacting with social media a lot more and all of those things, and it's taxing because it's like I don't really want to, but it's like, you got to do what you got to do,
Yeah.
and it's opened me up to being more adventurous in such a regard,
Yes, nice.
because otherwise I would have never ever, like, at all, I wouldn't even given it a thought.
Yeah.
But now it's like, okay, just do it, because why not? And it's like, it's been very lekker. Like,
It's
I'm
been
not gonna
fun, no?
lie. I'm not gonna lie, it's been lekker, because it's like, that was me, like, when, say, just after high school,
Yeah.
before settling down, being married, all of that,
Yes.
being very active, basically outgoing, all of
Yeah.
those things, whatever. And I kind of lost that because of marriage life.
And
You know what I
complacency.
mean?
Like,
Yeah,
you
complacency
get
is like, it's fine,
comfortable and-
yeah. But it's like, you do need to be out in the world.
Yeah, 100%. I think for me, this podcast gave me an opportunity to have an outlet, man. And I think that's why I'm doing it. Like, I'm not doing it with the intention of blowing up tomorrow, but I mean, hey, if you want to.
If the things happen, the things happen.
I don't mind. But, like, I always felt like I just wanted to give someone a voice and give myself a voice, give myself a platform now. If I look at every episode so far, the interactions we've had with people, so much people always say, hey, we enjoy the conversation, because we find that we speak all the time anyway. Our conversations are like this all the time.
Yeah, this is
So-
normal.
So this is like normality. I keep looking at this camera because it's so strange to just stare at this one camera all the time.
That's
like-
your one.
Yeah.
That's your camera, bro.
Hi. Hi, mom. I'm a TV.
Celeb. Celeb.
Famish. But yeah, I think looking at like the last 8 episodes, there was a lot of work that went into it. But I think the one thing I can say that I enjoyed it simply because there's been so much people we met along the way that gave us feedback to the podcast. People were sliding into my DMs and saying, hey, like, we really enjoy the energy, the vibe. It's different. There's not a lot of podcasts out there right now in South Africa that actually have these genuine conversations. It's like I can count on my one hand. And we cover a lot of things, and we want to cover more. Like, we are running out of things to talk about, so we need you to give us more ideas. What do you want to hear on the Opinion 2.0?
Yeah.
What is your opinions? Season 2, we're going to introduce something called the R.O.B. Want to tell the people more about the R.O.B.? What
The
does R.O.B.
R.O.B.
stand for?
A random opinion bowl, right? So the random opinion bowl is basically going to be a bowl of random opinions.
Inserts bowl, yeah? Email?
So yeah, I mean, we're just gonna take any suggestions, any feedback that we get from you guys, and what you would like us to speak a bit more about. With regards to like, or just your opinions on certain things in the country, in life,
Anything.
in like whatever, being a parent, being a child, you know, the interactions that you have with your parents and
Being
your
a
opinions on
clown,
things and
not
what
being a clown.
what's expected of you type of thing, you know, anything that there is, because
Yeah.
I mean, we need to give a voice to
The people.
everyone, to every individual.
Yeah.
Because I mean, yes, every situation is unique and you are an individual, but there's a lot of people going through the same thing that you are. And that there needs to be a platform where that can be expressed, so
And
other people
I
can
mean,
learn.
If you don't want to share your opinion with us, you know, well, you can do it anonymously as well. We won't put you up. We'll ask you if it's okay. Like, if you want to share your opinion and you want us to put your Instagram handle up so people can DM you, you know, then sure. If you want to share your opinion without being risked of being cancelled, then fine. We won't share your username or anything like that. But you can send all that information to our email address, which will appear on the screen, the opinion2.0podcast@gmail.com. And yeah, I think the R.O.B itself, I came up with the idea when I was in the shower, man, bro.
Best ideas come from the shower and the toilet.
Shower,
Guaranteed,
toilet,
bruh.
and a smoke break.
Yes, but I guaranteed, bro. That's
You know?
100% true.
And I thought about it. I thought, like, how can we take our opinions and kind of put it as a second opinion to the public's opinion? Like, your opinion might even make me upset, and we'll still share it because, like, this platform is about giving people a voice, giving the people a voice. So, like, literally, you can speak about anything, whether it is feminism, misogyny, politics, tax evasion, you know, whatever you want to talk about. We'll obviously
What are you
filter
talking
it.
about tax
No, I'm
evasion?
saying, like, people have opinions on how tax evasion works versus how government set them up, and it's a lot of mad stuff. Like, I was reading into this. I pay my taxes though,
What
Sergeant.
you pay my car with, bro?
No, check, I pay my taxes. I'm a law-abiding citizen of South Africa. You know, and there's people that have that. Like, I had a conversation with someone the other day, and they were telling me, they were telling me about this, what's this thing? About tax compliance in other countries. And I was like, that's mad. And then I thought, okay, I'm gonna put that in the R.O.B. But we're not gonna introduce the R.O.B. this season. That's coming next season.
R.O.B.'s on vacation.
Yeah,
So
R.O.B.'s not here right now. We can call Rob later, Uncle Bob. Roberto.
Roberto.
Robbie.
Yo,
But yeah.
Robbie.
Say Robbie.
Robbie van de Westhuizen.
Ja, nee. Smaak een beetje biltong. Smaak some biltong, actually.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
This time for real. This is by the way, we didn't actually get biltong after that, no. We didn't actually get it, but today we're gonna get biltong. So, long story short, the R.O.B will be introduced in season 2. If you have any ideas you'd like to see on the podcast next season, let us know. Like I said, we do have episode 10 coming up. It will be the wrap of season 1. That's part 2 of the season finale. We will be introducing some mad things coming. We've got some mad things planned. Season 2, you'll hear from us. But like I said previously, there hasn't been much reflection in this episode, so we'll leave that for episode 10.
Yeah.
But again, to each and every single person that watches our videos, comments on them, likes the subscribers, the people who share it, we appreciate you. And what I want to say is, like, thanks a mil, Sinja. Like, keyword a mil. Get us to 1 million followers, one them big, or 1 million views, it doesn't matter. But yeah, look, we just want to hear from you. So
reach out,
man. You know. And do you have any closing thoughts for the audience before we wrap this thing?
Nah, I'm all good, bud. I'm all good. Let's just catch everybody in the next one.
Next one. So
we'll be back shortly.
Do us a favor, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that notification bell. From myself, Miki, and
myself, Yaas.
We are out. Safe to close. Peace.
Stay safe.